Disclaimer, this content is fictionalized recreation for entertainment and educational purposes only, not factual reporting. Viewer discretion advised. I need you to look at your own hand. Look at the lines on your palm. Now imagine feeling the icy cold grip of a dead man's hand closing around it. A man who drowned over a century ago. This is not a fantasy. This happened to me. It is the reason I left the police force. I have been haunted by a handshake from beyond the grave. And tonight, I'm going to tell you why that ghost chose me. But before I do, I have a very important request. This story is difficult for me to tell. It brings back memories I have tried to bury. If you are ready to join me on this journey into the unknown, if you have the courage to face what I've faced, then please let me know by hitting the like button right now. Every like makes me feel less alone in this. And subscribe to the channel. The mystery I'm about to reveal is deeper than one man's nightmare. It is a conspiracy that spans generations, and you will need to see all the pieces to understand the terrifying picture. Subscribe so you do not miss a single one. Now, look at your hand again, and let us begin. It always starts with the dream. I'm standing on the shore of Lake Superior. The water is black and cold. A storm is raging. A man walks out of the waves. He is wearing a fine suit from another era, soaked completely through. His skin has the pale, waxy look of a corpse. He walks straight toward me. He does not blink. He does not breathe. He reaches out and grabs my hand. His grip is like ice. It burns my skin. He leans close. His lips are blue. And he whispers one word. Soon. Then I wake up. I have had this dream every night for a month. I am a retired detective, ideal in facts. But this feels more real than any fact I have ever known. Last night, the dream changed. Last night, he did not let go. He pulled me. He pulled me toward the water. I tried to fight him, but his strength was not human. The black, icy water swallowed my legs, my chest, my neck. I was screaming, but the water filled my lungs. The man turned and looked at me, and he smiled. Then my phone rang. I woke up gasping in my chair. The feeling of his hand was still there, a frozen brand on my skin. The phone kept ringing. It was the precinct. There is a body, they said, washed up on the shore. They need you. They would not say why. I drove to the lake, my knuckles white on the steering wheel. The storm from my dream was gathering on the horizon in the real world, too. The scene was a chaotic mess of flashing lights and yellow tape. My old partner pulled me aside. His face was ashen. He said, "You are not going to believe this, Grace." He led me to a shape on the sand covered by a tarp. He pulled it back. My world stopped. It was him. The man from my dream. The same suit. The same face. The same pale skin. It was impossible. The medical examiner was baffled. She said the body showed signs of being in the water for decades, but that could not be. I saw him walking just last night. I knelt down, my legs weak. I had to touch him to prove he was real. As I reached out, the body shifted in the sand. It was just gravity, just the unstable ground. But his lifeless, cold hand slid forward, and his stiff, dead fingers fell directly into my open palm. A final handshake. A jolt like lightning shot up my arm, and my mind was flooded with images, a memory that was not mine. I saw a ship, the SS Starling. I saw a grand party, laughter, and music. Then a horrific crash. Screams. The icy lake pouring in. A frantic scramble for a lifeboat. A hand shoving me aside. A face twisted in selfish fear. The face of the dead man on the beach. He stole my place on the lifeboat. He condemned me to die in the freezing water. I was on that ship. I died on that ship over 100 years ago. We are at the heart of the mystery now, and it is far darker than a simple ghost story. This is a story about a soul trapped in a cycle of revenge. If you are understanding the implications, if your mind is reeling like mine was, then please take a moment to subscribe. I am piecing this puzzle together in real time, and the next video will reveal the historical records I uncovered about the SS Starling. You will not want to miss it. I looked up at my partner. I could not speak. The memory of drowning was now as real as the sand beneath my knees. I looked down at my own hands. They were my hands, but the life I remembered felt like a lie. The dead man's eyes were open, staring at the stormy sky, and in the reflection of his glazed corneas, I saw it. Not my reflection. The face of a young woman in an old-fashioned dress. Me. The real me. The one who drowned. The storm broke overhead. The wind howled like a chorus of the lost, and on the wind I heard a voice that was not a voice. It was the sound of the lake itself. It said, "You have been running for a long time, but the ledger must be balanced. The water always finds its own." The waves began to crash harder on the shore. The water lapped at my shoes, then at my knees. It was rising fast, unnaturally fast. My partner was shouting, but his voice was distant, an echo from another world. The water was pulling me, dragging me back toward the lake. I looked at the dead man one last time. His smile had returned. This was never a murder investigation. This was a retrieval, a cosmic balancing of the scales. I had been called to the scene of my own death to bear witness. The water was up to my chest now. It was as cold as I remembered from my dream. I stopped fighting. I let the lake take me. As I sank beneath the surface, I saw other figures in the deep, pale faces watching me, waiting for me. The crew and passengers of the SS Starling, they had been waiting a century for the final soul to be accounted for. The man on the beach was not the villain. He was just the bait to lure me home, and I had finally taken the hook. This is my story, but it is also your warning. Be careful of the dreams you dismiss. Be careful of the memories that feel like they are not your own. You may be living a life that is not yours, on borrowed time. If this story has resonated with you, if it has sent a chill down your spine, then share this video. Talk about it in the comments. Tell me about your own unexplained experiences. We are all connected in ways we cannot possibly understand. Your subscription helps me continue this investigation into the unknown. Thank you for listening, and remember, the past is never really dead. It is just waiting for the right moment to pull you back in.